All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Thursday, June 6th, set by Fed. Let's see what Fed has for us. Ooh, one across goes all the way across and would give us some lovely, lovely starting letters. So let's hope this is gettable. Oddly easier, having first dealt with revolutionary Big Mac ingredient. Well, I'm thinking oddly is wordplay, and we're going to take maybe the odd letters from easier, which are E, S, and E. Having first, so I think we're going to put something in front of that. And I'm thinking then, is the definition going to be Big Mac ingredient? Or maybe even just Mac ingredient. Maybe it's a Macintosh computer and they're being tricksy. Revolutionary is often read. But I am seeing ESE could be part of cheese, which might be the last word. And of course, che is the revolutionary, the odd letters of easier. Having first dealt with, well, what is on a Big Mac? American cheese, or I don't know what you would call it. I'm not sure it really is cheese. Processed maybe is dealt with, and it's processed, PROC, yes, 4, and then est makes another 5. Ooh, I hope this is right, but it's a good start if it is. Steep climbs with number on crew who can deliver. I think steep is going to climb, which might mean we have PEETS. With number on, does that mean it's going to surround? Now with number on crew maybe? Who can deliver? Is it going to be something to do with the Postal Service or maternity ward, delivering a baby? Crew who can deliver? Crew who can deliver. Ooh. And with this P, well, I presume it's going to start with PE at least. Not seeing it. We'll come back. Taxing, cash after banks rejected gold put up by America. Well, I did pause after taxing. I'm wondering if that could be because the word onerous comes to mind, which ends in US. O-N. Is it E-R or O-R? Well, no, I think it's going to be E-R, yeah, O-U-S. I think, so there's US. Gold can be O-R, I think, from heraldic terms. And so that's reversed or put up. And then I think cash, I think it might be a word. Money, of course. And we remove the banks, the outer letters of the word, and we get onerous. All right. Occasionally meant wound or wound is recorded. I'm hoping recorded is not a homophone indicator. That would be very cruel to have a homophone for a word that can be pronounced two ways. But no, maybe recorded is the definition. Yeah, maybe it's every other letter of meant. M-A, well, no, it can't, it has to be E-N. Oh, yeah, which is a good start to a word, as well as matching, we have an E. But I don't think the every other is going to carry on to wound or wound. I think it must be wound, and so it's some past tense verb for wound, and it's going to mean, oh, could it be rolled? Is enrolled the same as recorded? I think it may be like a very archaic meaning. I'll put it in for now. All right, Sierra regularly parking under branch. Well, just because Sierra in the phonetic alphabet is S, right? So I think that's going to be the first S. And then again, maybe we're going to have to take every other letter from parking. Oh, yes, so P-R-I-G is a sprig, which is a very small branch. Shock, retrospective, rescued, gallery. Retrospective might mean putting something in reverse. So maybe a word for shock goes backwards and then a word for rescued, and the whole thing is going to be a gallery. But I don't know what a gallery would be in this case. How about hard? Once a state captures a soldier. Just because hard is often used in wordplay to represent H, and we begin with H, I'm thinking the first part is the wordplay. And then I think the definition would be soldier. Hussar, maybe? Ah, yes, so once a state is the USSR, which captures A, and we get a hussar, there we go. Involve, ball going into middle of green when spun. Well, spinning again suggests wordplay, something being reversed. And I think the middle of green, since something has to go into the middle, must be the three letters. So I think we're going to have E, E-R, and I would guess it's going to end in E-R, and it's going to mean involve, and then we have to put a four-letter word for ball. Ooh, what would that be? And then what's another word for involve? I'm not seeing it. How about pitchers? Meanwhile, throw the quicker balls last of all. Ooh, so I'm thinking last letter of all those words. And we have beginning with E, so meanwhile, throw, E-W-E-R-S, and ewers are pitchers, are jugs. All right, back to the acrosses. The woman making rare move to become match of the day pundit. All right, well, rare move, I immediately thought if we're going to anagram rare, excuse me, and we have two R's at the end. I think the woman is she, and then there is, oh my goodness, what's his first name? But he's former footballer, and I presume he's on Match of the Day as one of their panelists. Yeah, what the heck is his name? Ooh, so one down now is Well, maybe it is something to do with post post women, maybe. Could that be it? Anyway, we'll come back to it. Workable if making a design essentially obvious. Ooh. I wonder if workable might be telling us to work some letters or anagram them, and the definition is going to be obvious. And then, so we need 7 letters. I'm thinking if is going to be part of the fodder and the A, and then we get the inner 4 letters of design. So design essentially. So that would be ESIGIFA. Doesn't seem very workable to me, but I'm going to pause and scribble those on a sheet of paper and see what. Oh, no, actually, let's use the anagram helper so you can play along at home and see if there's anything likely. I may be completely wrong with these letters. Yeah, they're not very workable at all. Yeah, the F and the G don't go well together. Physiage. No, I think I'm completely on the wrong lines there. All right, how about try to get whiskey glasses? Well, I think this is the second phonetic alphabet we've had today, so it is good to familiarize yourself with that if you're not already. Whiskey would be W, and I think I've seen this maybe years ago where in a cryptic crossword glasses or spectacles might mean 2 O's side by side because they look like spectacles. And if you try to get somebody, you woo them. All right, now biggest part of last leg is starting with introduction from Adam Hill's Nailing MPs. Well, I've no idea who Adam Hills is, and I'm thinking last leg must be a TV or radio program they are on. But just that if the definition is MPs, I'm thinking it's going to be why can I not type that? There we go. Legislators. Yeah, I suppose that's possible. Ooh, this does not like ending in ER. Anyway, how would this work? Obviously, we have. Oh, I think it's just partly a hidden clue. Is it? Leg is. Yeah. Starting with introduction from Adam is A, the first letter, and hills are tors, yeah, geographically. Yeah, so that's funny. Biggest part of last leg. That's yeah, I'm not sure what last is doing here. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on how to read the wordplay in this one, but if you haven't seen my videos before, at the end we go over to 15square.com where they blog every day about the day's crossword and they explain how the answer is made. All right, long-term strategy to control most of factory. Well, when you see something like most of something, Again, that seems like wordplay, so then probably the definition is at the front. So either long term or a long term strategy. Long term. No, not saying it. I think that's one where I'm going to need the starting letter. Oh, if it is post women, then it would be an M. Oh, a master plan. Ah, yes. So if you control something, you master it. And a factory can be a plant, and we have most of that word. All right, so this does, yeah, look like post. Now, is it going to be woman? I think it's going to be women. Um, I'm wondering if to steep something, I think like a tea bag, if you put it in water or any liquid and let it absorb it, I think that's the same as sopping, and that climbs. And then our um, number is 2, and that goes on the crew, which I think has to be men. And then you get who can deliver post women. Not hugely happy with that, but I think it must be right. All right, channel took off by the sound of it. Well, certainly seems like a homophone. So some word for took off. And it's going to sound like, well, is it a channel as in a channel in the sea or in a river? Or is it a broadcasting channel? Now, it could be a satellite channel in the UK that I'm not familiar with. I know there's one called Dave, but I don't think Dave is a homophone for anything. Sky, of course. Well, what would be took off could be as in an airplane, or it could be made fun of someone, imitated them, took off, aped. No. Okay. Having removed embarrassing smell, scientists brought back stink. Ay, ay, ay. Wow. So there's an awful lot of in that for just a 4-letter word. I think stink is going to be the definition, which might be, obviously, they want us to think of a smell, but it could be as in if you raise a stink, you complain loudly. Or the verb to stink, to emit an odor. Yeah, I'm not sure what that could be. Scientists brought back sounds like maybe some 2-letter abbreviation for a scientist. That's going to be reversed. You know, DR backwards would be RD, nerd, but I don't think so. All right, how about stupidly repeat cycle, ignoring tip from Noddy Holder. Oh, that's always good to see Noddy Holder mentioned. But I don't think it's going to be anything to do with Slade. I think the tip from Noddy is going to be the N. Oh, but oh, it could be the Y. That might be the tip, and stupidly might be telling us to anagram repeat cycle, which is 11 letters, but remove the Y to get us back down to 10. And it's going to be a holder. Now, is that something that holds things, or is it the holder of an office? Or I'm thinking it's going to end in the ER at the beginning of repeat. That's going to leave us two C's, an L, a P, and a T. No, not seeing it. Let's go back to the downs. Scramble, panda car, using energy to cover every area with time to complete previous case. Oh my goodness. Again, so much. At least this is a 9-letter word, but I still think because scramble panda car might suggest anagram those 8 letters, and then using E for energy would give us 9, but then we have to cover every area. Every can be EA for each, and area can be A, and then time can be a T, and then to complete previous could be an S, but I wonder if it's to complete previous case but I don't know I don't know where even the definition is. Oh, I'm going to have to come back to that one. Appearance made by MC performing without right info. All right, so the definition could be appearance, and you make it by anagramming maybe EMCEE, that performs or is anagrammed. Without can obviously mean without something, remove it, but it could also mean on the outside of an R for right. And then maybe we finish with a 3-letter word for info, which is often gen. Appearance. No, not seeing it. All right, back to the crosses. All right, another music-themed clue. Perhaps Prince covers number 1 from Peter Gabriel, ultimately, having a try in various keys. So I'm thinking Peter Gabriel is there. Gabriel ultimately definitely seems like we only need the L from Gabriel, the last letter. And number 1 from Peter might simply be the first letter from. So a P and an L and something, perhaps Prince, so maybe like Royal covers PL, and then having a try. Various keys, of course, they're making me think of music, so I'm thinking of modulating, but I don't think that's it. Modulating is 10 letters. What else could various keys be? The Florida keys? Oh, could it be something like safe cracking or breaking and entering, trying different keys? No, not getting it. Kids newspaper. What is this? The only 3-letter newspaper I know is the Sun, but that's nothing to do with kid. Of course, kid can be make fun of. I mean, maybe we're supposed to break news and paper. I don't know about this. No, not seeing it. Sketch, crocodile for opening. Wow, after having some clues with too many words, these last two don't seem to have enough. Sketch, crocodile. Is that because it's a reptile or a croc? So is it going to be sketch or an opening? Not seeing it. Macintosh. Ooh, spelt with a K. Maybe that's an alternative spelling. Possibly breaks. How many bits are missing? Wow. I have no idea about that. How about, another 15? The idiotic teen clarified it. I'm thinking this must be an and lit where, is it an anagram of the idiotic teen? No, idiotic is 7. The teen is 7. Oh, maybe teen clarified. Yeah, maybe idiotic might mean anagram teen clarified it. But what is that? Oh, I think is the definition. Oh, that's very clever. And I think we do have the letters of definite article. If I typed it correctly, there we go. That looks better. That is very clever. I'm sure some setter has thought of that before, but that is wonderful. All right. Oh, well, hold on. I think I skipped some other downs. Yeah, let's do them in order. Appearance made. Oh, yeah, we looked at that one. It doesn't end in Jan. Okay. Rose in bloom was obvious. I'm thinking of a phrase to mean something was obvious. Oh, well, stuck out, but I don't think but stood out, I think. Certainly, if you rose from a seated position, you stood. Now, I'm not sure how bloom is out. I suppose if the flowers are out, they're in bloom. I suppose that's the sense we're supposed to think of. All right, how about bother? To hide business leaders' confrontation. Well, a confrontation could be a face-off. Business leader might be the first letter of business. And so it might be a phrase that means bother. You remove the B and you get this confrontation. But if it is face off, where would the B have gone? Yeah, I think there could be other phrases that mean a confrontation. I think off is probably right, but I'm not too confident about the face part. That means our stink. I think there are other like niff or nuff or well, naff, of course, but that means something else. Stink. You know what? I'm going to, because we're right at the 30-minute mark, I'm going to use the check this button. It is correct. All right. So confrontation is the definition. Oh, bother is faff, very English word. Stop faffing about. I suppose I think I hear it more as the verb, but I suppose there was a lot of faff might mean there was a lot of bother agitation, and that hides CEO, who is the business leader. All right. Hundreds taking time on motorway in China. Well, hundreds, I was thinking, oh, it might be C, and maybe we have two of them. Ah, yeah, but then I was also remembering that isn't there like an area or something in some part of England called the Hundreds, and it's sort of like an administrative area? But now I'm thinking this is going to be C, and they're going to take time. Well, the motorway is usually the M1. Ah, no, and so the time is an era, and then the M1 is the motorway in ceramic for China. Oh my goodness, very tricky. Primate, oh, another primate, is upset with Bishop Say touring Italy. Ah, I think it's going to be a primate. Wondering about, Simeon maybe? Oh, and I think just like yesterday, was upset. And just like I think very similar to yesterday's crossword, except it was that gorilla who I can't remember now, but it was very like Simeon. But I think it is a man is a piece on the chessboard, and that tours I for Italy. All right. Journalist, which is usually Ed, supporting American politician is excited. Well, American is A, politician is an MP. There's our journalist. And if you're amped, you're excited. All right. Reversing Skoda, estate, somewhat lost. Oh, so I think this is going to be a hidden backwards clue. Yes, so starting with the A in estate and working backwards, we have at sea. And if you're at sea, you're lost. All right, so we have some good crossers now. Our Macintosh possibly breaks. How many bits are missing? Oh, is the Macintosh coat? Is that how you spell it, with a K? And then breaks, how many bits are missing? Oh, I think it's another hidden clue, because starting with the S in breaks, we have showman. So Macintosh is an example of a showman. Oh, is it the Macintosh who put on the Lloyd Webber musicals? I think that might be who they're referring to. Let me pause and look that up. Yes, it is Cameron Macintosh, producer of Les Mis, The Phantom of the Opera, Cats, etc. And by the way, the coat, the Macintosh, is also spelt the same way. All right, so nice to get that one. How about our sketch crocodile for opening? Nothing is. Could it be a chess opening? I don't think so. What's a short word for a sketch? No, I'm not seeing it. I think I may have to resort to wordplays.com, but I'll hold off for now. Kids newspaper. Yes, so if you rag on somebody, you're kidding them, and a newspaper can be referred to as a rag. All right. Oh, I wonder if this is going to be a musical term from Italian, probably. So something, and I thought it was going to have PL in it. Oh, perhaps Prince covers, but I don't know which Prince that's going to be. Ultimately, oh, having a try could be a go. Yeah, let me, I think I'm going to have to look up the musical term for in various keys. No, it is not a musical term. And I was actually closer when I said the Florida Keys, because this is a geographical term. An archipelago. All right, how does this work? So the prince is Archie, who I'm not sure he is a prince anymore, but anyway, Archie covers the P from Peter. And then we have the L ultimately, and then a go, and we have our archipelago. Wow, tricky one. All right, so this one now. Having removed embarrassing smell, scientist brought back, and stink. I think I'm going to have to use word plays for this one too. All right, there is a word, niff, for an unpleasant smell. I think I said it a little while ago, but I'm not, yeah, I wasn't very confident that was a word. All right, how's the word play? Obviously, something being brought back suggests we're removing something. Having removed maybe a word for embarrassing. It's so funny that we have smell and stink. And a sign to no, I'm not getting that at all. So we're going to have to rely on 15 squared to explain it to me anyway. Okay, stupidly repeat cycle. So again, I think it's, yeah, let's try the anagram helper and let's try repeat. And oops, without the Y, cycle. And it's going to mean a holder of some kind. Oh, a paper. Oh no, we only have one P. A holder. Not seeing it. We have a lot of E's. Yeah, not seeing it. What's going to come between the T and the C? One of the E's, of course, are an A. I think I prefer the A. I think an A is more likely between T and C, followed by an E. Yeah. Let's try 16. Appearance made by MC performing without right. So I think info might be Jen, and without, again, can be on the outside of. Appearance, oh, could be emergence, which I think is the anagram of MC on the outside. And that is somebody's appearance is their emergence. All right, ooh, so this doesn't end ER, a holder. A receptacle. So well done if you spotted that when I was faffing about with the anagram helper. I did not see it, but there we go. A receptacle, a great word for a holder. Now our scramble, panda, car, using energy to cover every area with time to complete previous case. I'm thinking it's going to be a pre-word. No, not seeing it. How about our sketch crocodile? Okay, I'm going to use word plays for this one, although no, funnily enough, it just came to me. I was looking and thinking, oh, maybe it's a PRO word. And if you're for something, you are in favor of it. A crocodile, of course, can be when I think children are told to form a crocodile, they're getting file, and a profile is a sketch of somebody. I think it can be literally a sketch, but I think it can also be a pen, a picture of them in words, a profile of somebody, a sketch. All right, well, that doesn't, those E's are, everyone hates seeing the E's as the crossing letters. Pre-select, maybe, to complete previous case, or could it be means scramble? Is there a meaning of panda car? Is that, oh, a police car, I think. Is that because it's black and white? Using energy to cover every area with time. I think that's time pre. Yeah, I'm going to put it in pre-select, but I'm not very hopeful, so let's check it. No. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and reveal this one. Precedent. All right. So yes, a previous case, of course. Time to complete is simply saying put T at the end. I thought complete was part of the definition. No, no, no. So how is this working? Energy to cover every area. Where is every area coming from? No, I'm going to have to rely on 15 squared for that one too. All right, so the bottom half is done, just the top right. Shock, retrospective, rescued, gallery. Is it going to be a word for shock? Yeah, to me it looks more like a word for shock. What's it going to end in? S, some consonant, A, T. No, I'm not seeing it. A gallery maybe as in a part of a building that's up higher where people can look down from. No, How about workable if making a design? Oh yeah, this was the one I thought was the F, but not sure about that. And this involve ball going into middle of green when spun. It could be an orb, I'm thinking. If you involve somebody, you embroil them. So the middle of green is not the middle of the word green, but it's another color, green lime. And then we put our backwards orb in front of it to involve or embroil. Ooh, now this looks like, oh, workable. I think that must be the definition, and it's somethingable. If making a design essentially obvious, is that it? Yeah, I think it must be an ABLE ending. But not seeing, I think I'm going to resort to word plays for this one. Well, I didn't find a good able word for workable, but I did see visible, which could mean obvious. So now workable, if making a design, essentially, I don't know how the wordplay would work for that. Let's check this. It is correct. Oh, now I'm thinking shock must be, of course, I always forget the gallery is frequently the Tate Gallery because it's such a nice ending. And rescued is saved, which is retrospective. Okay. And now channel took off by the sound of it. Well, flew sounds like something a bird took off. And I suppose a flue, as in a chimney, could be a channel. All right, let's check all. Oh, it was post-woman's singular. All right, well, I don't feel too bad about that because I think it's a little, yeah, I think that's a little ambiguous. I think man works for crew, but I think men also work for crew. And it'll be interesting to see if anyone at 15 squared raises the same point. Okay, speaking of, let's head on over there. All right, today's blog is by SC Chua. Thank you to Fed. All right. I think on the crosses, oh, Alan Shearer, of course. But I think oh, workable. Oh, yeah. So this one, viable if making a design is, wow. So you replace a, if making a, the essential or inner two letters of design. Wow. And then, oh, yeah, letters in the shape of glasses. Okay. 12. So legislators, L is the biggest part of last. Placed after leg is. Okay. And then Adam and Tors. All right. And then 18, NIF. So, you have to think of boffin for a scientist. Well, I think you have to be living in Britain for boffin to be the first word that comes to mind. And maybe you need to be living in Britain in the 1950s, but boffin, there we go. Oh, and you remove the BO, the embarrassing smell, and then you reverse it. very tricky. Very, very tricky. All right. What other ones did I have problems with? On the downs, yeah, man is to crew, so the verb, but I'm sure the someone will comment that they put in post women. And then 14. Let's see. So scramble, panda car, with E, replacing all three of its A's plus that final T. Scramble. So I think, scramble is a very obvious anagram indicator, but using energy to cover every A for area. Wow, that is like the next level of being cryptic, I think. Let's see, everything else, I think faff is bother fuss. All right. Bit of a slow start. I thought the E for A was a remarkable spot. Okay. Oh yes, one of the clues was very similar to one yesterday, yeah. And Muffin says, isn't it up to the editor to pick up on this? Well, apparently there is no editor for the crosswords. One down could just as well. Thank you, Hovis. I'm sure I knew somebody would say it. Yes, and yes me also says that. Agree with Hovis. Michelle also did the same thing. Ongara in Kenya. Yeah, so quite a few people had the same issue that I did. Anyway, despite that, it was a very enjoyable solve. Thank you as always for watching and have a great day.